Hey everybody, welcome back to Podcasts and Such, where we are watching My Hero Academia Season 5. I'm Jay.
And I'm Luke.
And today we'll be discussing Season 5, Episodes 4 and 5, Make It Happen Shinso, and Operation New Improv Moves.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I was looking before I watched today's episodes. I was looking at the titles of some of these upcoming episodes.
Uh-huh.
And the creativity is astounding. I think one's called like Round 3 Starts, and then the next episode is called Round 3 Continues.
You are correct in those titles. Well, no, it was called Match 3 and Match 3 Conclusion. All
Conclusion, right. Sorry.
Little different.
I thought it was something like that. I was trying to pull them up while we were talking, but
yeah. No, I get shit. Yeah, they're not like the coolest episode titles. Some are cooler than others.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm looking at like season 1, and there used to be episodes, called like What It Takes to Be a Hero, Roaring Muscles,
yeah.
stuff like that. In Each of Our Hearts, blah blah blah. And now it's just like, we're just gonna kind of describe what happens,
I mean, look, there's only so many ways you can describe this training exercise thing they're doing.
That's true. I mean, if the episodes are any good, which I'm hoping they are, there should be some sort of carrot or something going on in each one.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember a ton about this arc.
You could have called look at Operation 93, episode 93, the second one we're going over, Operation New Improv Moves. Where they just named it after. There's some new improv moves. There's people made up some moves. That's
they did.
Yeah, but like they could have easily called that episode like Birds or something.
Birds. Yeah,
I was about to suggest birds there were in that episode.
Dark Fallen Angel.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things.
But also birds.
Birds. Too many
birds. Is too many birds, Luke?
Yeah, I mean, well, it was just really interesting that that they pretty explicitly, even though they kind of made up for it later, but they pretty on the nose basically said, yeah, I mean, we put these guys together because they're both birds.
Yeah,
that was the logic. That was the logic. We're not gonna pretend that there was anything deeper here. The two bird boys.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I like that he's just like, yeah, I'm 20% serious. I recruited you because you're a bird.
But yeah.
Yep.
Make it happen, Shinso.
Make it happen, Shinso. Yeah, so we find out that the persona chords not only like amplify his voice or whatever, but he's able to change his voice.
I was really confused at a certain aspect of this, okay?
Okay.
I thought that they built into the explanation of the persona chords something about like the fact that his voice is coming through a speaker when it's his voice makes it so it doesn't work, the mind control.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so when they were explaining that, they did explain it in like a really weird way that I don't get like what they were getting at exactly, because it does
I'm not
work.
crazy. They said that it doesn't work because his voice is coming through like a microphone system.
Well, no, I don't think they said that. They said something about like it has to be his voice. But I forgot like why they like hammered that home.
Well, they hammered it home because the way it works now is that they just have to like reply to him saying something in order to be mind controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had to write in a reason why when he's just talking to people normally.
No. It's
That's what I thought.
No. So he has to think, I want to brainwash this person.
Okay.
So he can do it with or without the speaker.
Okay.
But he has to think, I would like to brainwash this person.
But I thought they said specifically that something about the system made it so it wouldn't work. Maybe
no, they're explaining something that I thought was a little like weird and convoluted. Hold on, I'm pulling up the episode on my phone here.
Yeah, me too. I'm
pulling it up.
Can I put captions on this thing?
Yeah, I believe so.
Closed caption.
Oh, and by the way, remember to always watch it uncut so you can see like the like OP lyrics if you want to.
Yeah, I did. I've been skipping that OP though. It sucks.
I have to, but yeah. I think I actually listened to it the first time at least.
Okay. Where are we at, boys? Young Midoriya.
I'll give a simple explanation of my brainwashing quirk. First off, I focus my attention on the target and think, I'm going to brainwash this person.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get the target to answer me after I do that, the effect is complete.
Yeah, I'm looking for the persona chords explanation though.
Right, he's probably. I think he's gonna say it like right after this. I've never tried it before, but I think it's probably impossible to brainwash too many people at once. That's why we switched funner.
That's why I have this. It acts like another set of vocal chords, a vocal modulation mask, persona chords. If my voice goes through a mic or a microphone, it loses its effect. So it has to be your real voice that they respond to. Yes, through the variation and change of the number of plates this mask. Something. That's what really confused me.
Oh, okay. So I guess what he's saying is that it isn't a microphone or a speaker. That it's just a special modulating mask, right? Because it works.
They asked him specifically why it's like, do people not want to talk to you? And he goes like, yeah, but I've got this thing on my face that makes my voice lose its effect. That's what I thought he was saying.
No, he's saying that people aren't going to want to respond to you, right? Because they know you can brainwash them. So he modifies his voice to sound like somebody else so that they will be brainwashed.
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Hold on, I'm getting to that part too. Let's see. Isn't it hard when people learn about your quirk? Will anyone talk to you? Well, that's why I have this. It's like another set of vocal cords. A vocal modulation mask, persona chords. If my voice goes through a mic or a megaphone, it loses its effects. So it has to be your real voice that they respond to. Yes, through variation and resonance and a number of plates, this mask can change how I speak while I'm still directly making my voice heard directly.
Okay.
So it's not a microphone, it's not through a megaphone, it's still his voice, but yeah, the reason so it's so that people will respond to him.
I was misinterpreting the problem. I thought he was talking about people don't want to talk to him in the sense of like, I'm lonely.
Okay, yeah. I think there was. I think that question may have had a kind of double meaning of that. I think in a way, but he decided, no, I'm just going to tell you about the mask instead. But also,
I just feel like they should have remove the line about losing its
Microphones.
effect when going through a microphone or whatever. That was a confusing line to me.
I think that kind of muddled things a little bit too in the explanation, but yeah, it's to say that so the persona chords are not a microphone, they're not a megaphone, they just somehow modulate his voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
so
thing
he
that
can
they clearly
choose not
are,
to bring.
they aren't. That's the manga logic here, the cartoon world.
Yeah, sure,
Just
why
like,
not?
I know this thing that I'm using looks like a thing, but it's not a thing.
Yeah, exactly. But so here's the thing: they nerfed his brainwashing ability from the sports festival. He was able to brainwash like several people at once back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cause so that's the thing they kind of retconned. Because if you remember back at the sports festival, he had like several people like carrying him around during the obstacle course, and then during the cavalry battle, where like 2 or 3 guys all said, "Oh, hey, I don't remember doing the cavalry battle at all, actually."
Yeah. Okay. So it's like,
yeah.
That's why I wondered why they had him so specifically say,
I can't do more than one person, yeah.
I can't do more than one person. Don't watch those episodes again, please.
Season 2, what's that? Yeah, so they nerfed his ability a little bit because it would be a little too OP if he was able to brainwash several people at once. So
sure. Well, and I like the sort of the work in that you have to have them respond to you.
Yes, yeah.
Like,
so it can't just be randomly. It's gotta like.
Yeah, he can't just brainwash a person thinking about it. He has to get them to do something, which is cool for strategizing and whatnot.
Yes, yeah. So thus the persona chords to get around, like, why would anybody respond to him knowing it's him?
Right.
Yeah.
But then it's cool because, like, later in the fight, there's moments where it's like they're not responding to each other because they're afraid that they might get him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it kind of works against them too. Yeah, it kind of makes everybody paranoid about it. It's like, if you just look at my face, it's not me, or you would know it is me, or
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a good power. It's very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think they used it well here, and I don't know if I want to do the whole play-by-play of each of these matches, but
yeah, no, it's a lot, and
it is a lot. Yeah, and we can always just talk about like whatever.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Well, we're introducing the entirety of Class B, who we didn't get to hear about their quirks as much. Though I did think about the fact that we didn't know the entirety of Class 1A's quirks until the very end of season 2.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't do like the present Mike thing with Sugar Man until like the final exam arc.
Yeah, but it's like he eats sugar and
yeah. I mean, yeah, but like, but the thing, we never saw him use it until then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we literally never seen him use it, and then finally they told us what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just interesting, the kind of slow drip that we've gotten for character, because like we've seen Class B before, at the summer camp and at the sports festival, but not all of them have gotten exact names for their quirks yet.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
I really enjoy the orange haired girl.
Kendo with the fists.
Sure.
Yeah.
With the fist, yeah.
Yeah,
the Mr. Fantastic fist,
Yeah, the Mr. Fantastic fist, yeah. Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
I like her. She's my favorite.
She's good. Yeah.
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 She's got one of those masks on that aren't really a mask, you know?
Yeah, Ninja Turtles mask.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's just outlining your eyes.
I mean, you know, it
I
can be
can see what your
effective.
face looks like.
I don't know. I mean, I get it for like well, it is interesting that I think most like heroes in this show, everybody knows everybody's like names and stuff. Like they know their real names.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of secret identity stuff here.
Well, a lot of their
in the
hero
show.
names are really dumb. Has anybody any ever talked about that on a podcast?
Yeah,
Their hero
I'm
names
sure everybody
are dumb.
who's ever talked about My Hero Academia has talked about how dumb the names are.
Yeah. It's like
Yes.
even some of them it's like it's almost like the name of their quirk would have been cooler as a hero name.
Oh, you see everybody except for Earphone Jack.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you choose that, Jiro?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Was there not better? Was there not a better name?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I remember specifically like Sugar Man, his power is called Sugar Rush, and it's like that's a cooler name than Sugar Man.
That is slightly cooler than Sugar Man. I will say that. Yeah.
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 It's like and it's not like outside of the world of possibility. It's like some people do go by names like in that vein.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, the hero Sugar Rush.
Yeah.
That'd be
It'd
cool.
be a cooler name. Yes.
Yeah. But instead they're like, oh crap, we named the quirk Sugar Rush. I guess he's Sugar Man.
Well, and then we got Ojiro, Tail Man.
Yeah, because he has a tail.
Oh, I will never forgive Midnight for not letting Ashido call herself Alien Queen. That's a cooler name than Pinky.
Pinky is a dumb name.
But she let Aoyama. Well, Aoyama's pitch was, "I simply cannot stop twinkling," and she was like, "Well, let's make it a little neater. Can't stop twinkling."
Wait, is that his name?
That's his hero name.
He's so dumb.
It's such a bad name.
I oh my god.
So honestly, Shoto is not as dumb as I was thinking. Maybe he'll just keep going by Shoto.
That's fine.
Just let him just go by Shoto.
Yeah, that's cool with me, man.
Like, as much as I'd like him to choose a cool name, or well, actually, I'd love him to choose a lame name. That would be really funny. But
no, make heroes cool again.
And then, of course, Bakugo. His name is not chosen yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, undecided.
Yeah, Bakugo.
Yeah, and I know you hate Kirishima, but Red Riot's a nice name.
Red Riot is a nice name, but I enjoyed watching Kirishima fail today.
he busted through that glass barriers or whatever. He did some things.
Yeah, he did some things, and then he got like captured or whatever. He failed.
Yeah, well, you win some, you lose some.
He was an embarrassment to the team.
Sure. Oh, Charge Bolt. That's a good name.
Charge Bolt's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Froppy?
I know that everybody loves Sue. It's great and everything. I don't think Froppy's that good of a name.
Froppy sucks.
And then Shinso doesn't have one. Who all was on that team? It's just them. Oh, and then we got Koji Kodai. He goes by Anima, I think.
Yeah, and then
Anima.
what's Yayu Rozu?
Oh, Creati.
Why?
It's really bad. You know, I haven't actually sat down and thought about all these names together, like as a group in a while. I forgot how almost nobody has like a really good name.
Yeah,
Tsukuyomi's fine. That's Tokoyami's name.
There's some of them that are exceptional, even if they don't make sense. Like,
yeah,
I really love Sun Eater as
Sun Eater is a great name. Oh yeah,
super cool name.
Yeah,
and it plays into his eating.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah,
but the sun aspect's kind of like.
Well, it was Mirio Lemillion saying, "You will surpass me one day. You will shine brighter than the sun." Sun Eater.
Oh, so it's symbolic.
It's symbolic, yeah.
You are the Naruto to my Sasuke.
I mean, basically, that is kind of what they are. Yeah, exactly.
They're flipped personality wise.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, a lot of these names are stupid. They're bad.
They are. they really are.
Some of these powers are stupid.
Well, I think all powers in the show are fun in some way. You know, it's fun to explore that. They're all fun.
Are they? Are they all fun? One guy eats sugar.
Well, okay, maybe this is a little bit more lame than the others, but
and then is strong. That's his power.
And you know why he doesn't have that much screen time? That's why his quirk was introduced last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just anytime they have to put that little animal dude on the screen. You know, the one who wears a croc on his mouth.
Yeah. Koji Koda, yeah.
Yeah. He my god. Just, he'll talk to an animal for like 5 seconds and then they're like, "Okay, you've showed that you can do things. Get out of here."
You know, there is a little bit of sometimes just not know. It is a little unwieldy to have 20 reoccurring characters like this.
Yeah. But they just show up, like, clock in, it's a friendly reminder that I exist. And I have a power.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, yeah, again, it's a little unwieldy to have 20 reoccurring characters. Like, and I get that from, like, reading One Piece or whatever, having 9 main characters is hard. Yeah. 9, now 10, I think.
They wouldn't quit adding them,
So, having that many characters to juggle and try and give some limelight to every once in a while is a little difficult, especially when you have like a power that you can do a lot with that power if there were more cool animals around, but he's mostly calling pigeons and flies and stuff, which can be cool. And and I like the final exam with him and Jiro. That was cool. And I think that was kind of his only time to shine that I can think of.
Yeah. And then they made him wear a croc on his face.
Yeah, I don't really understand the point of that, because it's not like I don't know. Is that to like? I think that does that amplify his voice? I can't remember.
It will if they need it to.
Yeah, but maybe so.
But yeah. So they win.
They do. They do win, and they get sat down and said, "How can you do better?" and all that, you know.
Yeah, and Kirishima said, "I can't. I can't do better than this."
You just see that. But yeah, they gave us a little reminder that him and Sue and, you know, several others, you know, had been on that work study with all the overall stuff and all that.
Yeah, they keep talking about these work studies.
Yeah. Because it was what happened last season.
Right. It's just, I forget how much anime has to flash back, you know?
Oh yeah, this I feel like this feels especially egregious right now. And I forget, I'm used to the episodes having actual proper cold openings, but these episodes have had just, hey, remember what happened last episode? Now you do.
Yeah.
Theme song. Yeah, I don't know if I'm misremembering or something, but I feel like we used to get proper cold openings.
I can't remember.
It's been a bit. I don't know. So, and
Yeah.
I've been rereading the manga some in preparation for all this, but yeah. So like I went back and read like the Todoroki's flashback from the sports festival and all that.
Interesting.
And then I decided to just kind of arbitrarily start from the Kamino ward rescuing Bakugo arc.
Gotta rescue Bakugo.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read from there and just get up to this point.
Nice.
Yep. Then let the rest be fresh and experience as it comes, because it's been 5 years of chapters that I I don't remember super well because I only read them once, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yep. Yeah, so that was Make It Happen, Shinso. He made it happen.
Shinso.
Yeah, he made it happen, and he's like, "Oh, I'm still so far behind," or whatever, and everybody's like, "No, Shinso, you did like a really good job," and blah blah blah.
Yeah, he did choke though. He choked real hard.
Yeah, well, you know,
he didn't even get to use his bandana, his
capture scarf.
Sure.
The capture scarf. Yeah, he got to pull down that pipe and hit that guy on the head.
Which was nice.
That was cool. Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we talk about birds.
Let's talk about some
lot.
birds. Well, I mean, you know, it's Tokoyami is a relevant character more so than Sugarman.
Oh yeah. Well, I love when they do these little like you know, they have an exercise with several characters or whatever, and they make it just really obvious which characters are interesting and cool and which ones we don't really care about.
Yeah.
If you compare the screen time in this episode, I think a clear winner emerges.
Yeah, I mean it's a Tokoyami centric episode, you know.
It sure is. Which was also really weird because, like, you know, it had him going up against Darkman.
Yeah.
And and he had to, you know, they were all fighting over who's more emo or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And who dwells on darkness more or whatever.
Yeah.
They're both like reading Nietzsche in the corner and who's staring at the abyss longer, you know.
Yeah. Oh, so you've gazed at the abyss as well.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I get it, but it's just really interesting when like there's a team battle or whatever going on, and you spend like 15 minutes of your 23-minute episode. It's probably not that long. A significant portion of your episode, with these two fighting. It's just like, where's everybody else?
Everybody was there, though. Aoyama was there, Invisible Girl was there, everybody was there.
And they just weren't doing anything.
He did the naval laser buffet at the end there.
That's true. And they let the freaking Invisible Girl do like a freaking light shot.
Yeah, that's been well established.
The heck is that?
She can reflect. Being invisible is just refracting light.
Okay.
So this has been well established at least since the provisional license exams.
It's been a while, okay?
Yeah, and I it's been quite some time, y'all. It's been a very long time since.
And she's a very forgettable character.
But it's kind of iconic design of just a pair of floating gloves. It's kind of iconic to me. I don't know why.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's like that was interesting to me.
Yeah, so maybe you should go back and watch some of these things. I was thinking about it since I can like download these episodes about just kind of like listening to it at like work or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. You could.
But I don't know, I kind of just want to read it though. I don't know.
Yeah, read.
Full attention. Because I'm very familiar with the first 2 or 3 seasons. I think I've seen all those episodes like at least twice.
Nice.
Maybe not season 3, but definitely season 2.
Nice.
So that's why I started reading the manga where I did, because that's like the tail end of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yep.
I love those birds.
They're very good birds. I like Hawks a lot. I think he's really funny here.
Yeah. He was very funny and very bird centric.
He's very bird centric. When you have wings.
Yeah.
You're just gonna talk about birds. A lot of people are gonna talk about birds. He's named Hawks,
And then like there's the point where he starts actually talking to Tokoyami or whatever. What is that his name?
Yep.
Yeah. Tokoyami. What's his hero name?
Tsukuyomi.
What?
Hold on.
It's just another Japanese name.
Yeah, but a different one. Let's see. His name is the Jet Black hero Tsukuyomi. And what does that mean? Because I can't remember.
They didn't just want to call him like the Darkness or something.
No, I guess not. Let's see. Where does his name? Oh, he comes from Tsukuyomi no Mikoto, a lunar deity in Shinto culture.
Gotcha. Well, anyway, when he finally started talking to Birdman.
Yes.
Wait, that makes it difficult because
because they're both Birdman.
The one who is a man bird versus Hawk
being Hawk. Birdman, yeah.
But anyway, that was it. It seemed like what Hawks mainly wanted was someone that he could make bird puns with.
Yeah, and what else would you want?
That's what he was missing.
Well, now keep in mind, Hawks is I think he's 22 or something. This is such a young guy in a high position thing to do.
That's true.
He's like, oh man, another bird. I'll get this guy on, absolutely.
Let's hang out and make bird puns.
Yeah. So he teaches him how to fly, it's funny. It always is funny to me that since Tokoyami always wears that cloak, I always kind of forget that he just has
man arms,
regular man hands. It's like, oh yeah, I forget that you're not all bird.
Yeah,
It's just the head. It's just so funny.
It's really weird.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, so he's a bird that can't fly, but now he can.
Can fly. That is
Yeah,
weird.
he can fly now. And the fact that the bird head is not the quirk. It's Dark Shadow, that's the quirk.
Right.
Yeah.
Is the implication there that there's some bird species?
Yeah, I guess that, like, it sounds like some people have, like, specifically animal quirks of some kind, and then other people just kind of look that way and then have a whole separate quirk.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what happened here?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know the origins of quirks yet.
Yeah.
There's not. Yeah. No clear way that it happened. No, like, there was like a nuclear explosion or something. You know, no explanation like that. Just the whole, like, they say that what was it? I forgot what, like, season they talked about this, but it was like the first quirk was just like this baby who could glow,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about Tsukuyami or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Toko something.
Tokoyami and
Tokoyami.
his hero name is Tsukuyomi.
Gotcha. Tokoyami, Tsukuyomi. What happened to this?
If you want to call him by his first name, it's Fumakage.
Can I just call him Birdman?
But then there's the other Birdman.
That's Hawks. I can remember him.
Yeah, so Birdman here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah. He wants to do well. He wants to be. He wanted that work study to go well, and yeah.
Why couldn't they have named him Greg? You know, Tsukuyomi.
You want the 4 kids dub of My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Why Izuku when his name could be Zach? I mean,
Zach Mitty.
I was trying to think. I was going for like Bakugo Brandon, but like it would be his first name Katsuki Kevin or something like that. Who knows? I don't know.
They could call him Brandon.
He looks like
a Brandon.
Yeah, let's just westernize all these names instead of learning all these Japanese names. Who needs those?
Why would I do that? Why would I
do a solo thing like that?
Call him Greg, you know?
Greg the Birdman.
Yeah, Greg the Birdman.
Sure.
And that can be his hero name, Birdman. Call him Birdman.
You know, if this was the 4 kids dub, they probably would do that.
Yeah. 4 kids is based.
They were based. Man. That is a hot take if I've ever heard one.
Yeah. Complain about it on Twitter.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, no, it's like it's I feel this is one of the few, I guess, because doing a lot more manga reading than anime watching, sometimes it is hard for me to remember names, but like with this show, I know at least the entirety of Class 1A.
Good.
First names and last names, but like Class B, whatever, you know. There's Kendo and Tetsu. Who else do I need to know, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, frankly, there's a lot of them in Class 1A you could forget about.
I mean, you could, but I remember all 20.
That's crazy.
It's not that crazy to remember 20 characters.
I got other stuff to remember, okay?
True, I guess.
I got other things to do.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, when I like something, I like something.
That's fair.
It hijacks my brain for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I come back like a sleeper agent, which is what's happening now.
Yeah. That's that neurodivergence.
Yeah, I mean, just the right code word has happened, and I have awakened once more to remember everything that happened. It's like, oh yeah, 5 years of things have happened, and I like all of it.
Yeah.
That's right. Man, I am looking forward to the next couple of seasons here. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see more battles.
There's
Yeah.
gonna be more battles. There shall be.
I can't believe. For one thing, I find it really funny that we're off with our episode scheduling.
We are very off of our episode schedule, yeah.
Because it's like we're gonna see the conclusion of one battle and the beginning of another battle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of gives us kind of a cliffhanger, which is kind of nice, I guess.
Yeah, I guess a cliffhanger is nice. Instead of just ending the episode, it's like, well, we're gonna see another battle next week.
Yeah. Do you want to know how long this arc is, or do you want to be surprised?
How long is it?
It is 10 episodes long.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, hold on. I was writing this down this morning. Hold on. So, like, I wanted to remember exactly how long some of these arcs were, because sometimes you don't remember in retrospect how long something is, because you're watching it, like, one episode at a time or whatever, and then going, well, let's watch one more, you know? So, like, the sports festival was 13 episodes. Longer than this, but that had all, like, the Todoroki stuff going on, so that was, like, really interesting, and higher stakes due to the fact that it wasn't just a class exercise. It was them doing the sports festival in hopes of like getting like internships and recognition and whatnot, and how competitive it all was. But yeah, that was 13 episodes. The longest arc we've had so far was the overhaul arc, which was 17 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
The pro licensing exams arc, that was 12 episodes. And it's like, yeah, I remember it being pretty darn long.
Yeah, well, but it's like, it's weird. For some reason, like a tournament arc, like the sports festival, doesn't bother me that much. Like, for some reason, tournament arcs make more sense to me than these. Like, this feels more arbitrary. This is just like, hey,
well,
we
again,
need
it's
to catch up with what everybody can do, I guess. So let's.
Yeah, exactly, because it is just kind of a catching up and remembering who these 20 people are. And also, again, there were some stakes in the sports festival with, like, you know, worrying about Deku, because like we're like, oh god, he's gonna break his arms and legs again or something, you know.
Yeah, that was more exciting back in the day, you know.
Yeah, well, and then they had, like, I think the hero killer kind of bled into that a little bit, where they kind of teased about him, like, in the middle of it all, or like near the last quarter of it, and you went, man, what's that guy?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is, and I hate to be like negative here. This is probably one of my least favorite arcs that we're in right now.
Sure. That's fair.
Maybe I would have to rewatch the provisional licensing exams.
Mm-hmm.
But even that had like Toga showing up, and that was cool. But yeah, I don't know. This is definitely this is not one of my favorites here. And I remember reading this week to week and being kind of bored.
Yeah, it's not the primo quality, you know.
Nah, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
We'll see some more fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, every other arc is like 5 or like 7 episodes.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they just need a lot of extra time for Deku to be like, I love my friends. Look at your cool powers. You're so cool.
Yeah, he's getting to do that a lot this arc. We keep cutting to Deku and him being like, wow.
I'm still here,
They
and
did it.
I'm still ostensibly the main character.
I had to look up that what do you say, Gordian knot?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Gordian
Gordian
knot.
knot.
I looked
Yeah,
that
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Deku. I know a lot about Greek tragedies.
Yeah, Deku. He can't shut up about Greek tragedies. Like, man, just like the myth of Sisyphus.
Oh my god, I saw a really great meme. I can't remember if this was like posted on Twitter or what. I don't really look at Twitter, but sometimes you see Twitter like screenshots, you know?
Oh yeah.
But it was like someone was like, "Listen, I'd be cool with the whole Sisyphus situation as long as like there was a counter at the top that went up every time I got the mountain, the boulder up the mountain, and I could spend some of those points that I accumulated by rolling the stone up the mountain to put like cool stickers on my rock." and then and then someone like replied, "We must imagine Sisyphus gamified."
Yeah, I mean that's I think they just described having a job. I too get to purchase goods and services when I'm done working for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it's really that exact like mobile game
yeah.
loop, you know.
Oh yeah.
You just do
Keep
the
making
same
that
thing
progress and seeing
over
that
and over
number
again
go up. Yeah.
until the number goes up, and then you get to buy
A
useless
skin.
things. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Good times.
Yeah, good times.
But
Yep.
yeah, Mushroom Girl came out, and that was cool.
Yeah, and she put mushrooms all over everybody.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck that does.
Well, I guess we'll see. We'll get like
Yeah, I guess we'll
an
find out.
explanation on
I don't
it.
know, like the first thing I thought was like, "Oh, that's cool," because now they can see where
Invisible Girl.
Invisible Girl is. I thought that was just it, but I'm like, wait, she was putting mushrooms on everybody and everything, so there must be some other
Something.
aspect to this mushroom thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, because like, yeah, if it was just a visibility thing, that would be a pretty lame power.
Yeah, I can put mushrooms on stuff.
Yeah, and it's just like, how'd you get into the school? And Shinso didn't make it into the hero course.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah.
she is class B, you know.
Well, I mean, there's no.
Not the
Well, oh
best
yeah,
power.
so yeah, I mean, well, that's something that people talk about in like power scaling. There's a misconception here that class 1A and class like 1B is like the actual like B team, like they're lesser or something. That's just like not.
But aren't they?
I mean, it's not like true.
I guess like pound for pound, you know, there are some cooler quirks amongst class B than like the dregs of class A,
Uh huh.
right? You know, like
Yeah.
Sugar Man and Tail Guy and uh Tape Man,
No,
you
the
know.
tape's pretty cool. The tape's cool.
The tape's all right.
Come on.
But it's like yeah, so like if you're talking the top class B students, they might be able to replace some of the lower tier class A students.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying, like in universe, it's not supposed to be like class 1A like had the better scores in the like entrance exams or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But they are the B team.
Well, yeah. Well, like from a
They
meta
are not
sense.
the main characters.
Yes, in a meta sense. I'm just saying in universe.
And they're not as cool.
Right, yeah, because, well, I mean, I guess in, like, some
They
weird...
came up with so many powers for this show. I guarantee you the B team was, like, later on. Like, you know, they came up with Class 1A. They came up with all the quirks, and then they're like, oh, crap, we gotta come up with more quirks for a rival team.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like, I know that, you remember Vine Girl.
Yeah, Vine Girl was cool.
Vine Girl was cool, and she's, like, Catholic for some reason.
I love it. It's
great.
Catholic.
I love it. It's just kind of like out of left field for me, but yeah, why not? I think Horikoshi.
I love a trad Catholic Vine Girl. You know,
God,
love it.
I think Horikoshi had considered making her like one of the Class 1A students, but was like, man, her hair's hard to draw. I'm only gonna bring her out every once in a while.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's got hard hair to draw. You know, you just keep it simple. So, so she only gets brought out as the B team. So I'm gonna guess some of like the filling of Class 1A was probably a little bit like, yeah, you know, and then the rest. We can't have all 20 of these characters be hyper significant. It's mostly just gonna be Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, and like outside of that sphere, Ida, Ochako, and like Kirishima or whatever.
Yeah, Uraraka.
Yeah, Uraraka. I miss when it was that trio of Uraraka, Deku, and Ida.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
But Bakugo and Todoroki very consistently get really high rankings in the polls run by Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently there is some determination there of what the editors want from Horikoshi, because he said he would love to do more with Ashido. But she doesn't rank very highly in the polls.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's also this sort of thing of like, well, she doesn't rank very highly in the polls because you don't get to write about her. Yeah, and therefore she won't rank high in the polls ever if you don't write about her, you know?
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the take that I don't get people who I don't get Bakugo enjoyers.
Like Bakugo, but it's also been like 5 years since you've really seen a lot of more of his stuff.
He's fine. He's fine, but it's very, very tropey. It's just very hi, I'm Bakugo and I have one character trait and here it is.
I think he's fine. It's been a bit since I've seen some of his stuff, but yeah. I get
Bakugo and I'm here to yell, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like Todoroki is a much more interesting rival for Deku, I think.
Todoroki has a lot more backstory.
Yeah.
I think that I guess you look at Bakugo and go, there's so much room for improvement here. Yeah. I can fix him, you know, I think that's what some people think when looking at him.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant room for improvement in like being a more interesting character.
Well, I mean, they're saying that he's starting at such a, you know, hateful and awful place that any character development from him will be.
Yeah,
really
I mean, he's basically just a tsundere.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I get it, but it's very tropey. It's overly tropey for me. It's just like I get it. Bakugo's gonna yell and say he doesn't need anybody, and yeah, that's every time he's on the screen. That's the thing that's gonna happen. And some people like that, right? You know, they put the thing on the screen and it's like, oh, he's gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, do the thing and let's move on.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, it's yeah. I get you on that.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
You
but
kind of
yeah, he
gotta like
often.
tropey characters sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, and he often ranks #1 in Japan,
Yeah, it's like, what's up with that? I don't
like
understand.
Bakugo.
That's not a well written character.
I mean, he can be sometimes. I like the whole. Do you remember the whole like? Why do I have to be the one to end All Might?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's had some decent things, like when they focus in on him a little bit, you know.
yeah.
Um, so like he has like little glimmers of development,
Hmm.
but primarily, it seems like they throw him on the screen to yell a little bit and be obnoxious.
Yeah. It's fun to watch people be a jerk sometimes. I guess I don't know.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's fine. I'm not criticizing anybody. It's just like #1. It's a little crazy, man.
Yeah. I need to look at whatever the last poll was. I know that
Todoroki's
Deku's
way cooler.
Todoroki is very cool. He's also it's funny that he's kind of like baby's first original characters. Like a guy with 2 powers and heterochromia
Yeah.
and split hair. And it's funny that I like Todoroki a lot as a character, but I remember seeing like fan art of him before seeing the show, and I was like, I'm probably not gonna like this character.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why. I was just like, oh man, he's a popular character, and I don't remember liking Sasuke that much from Naruto, and that's the vibes I was getting from him. And
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna like this character. He's one of the best, honestly.
He's definitely better than Sasuke, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. Sasuke had a long character arc, so maybe cooler stuff happened later, but
Yeah,
I didn't watch
I
all of
don't know.
Naruto, so.
I don't know enough about Naruto, but Todoroki is a great character. I like him a lot.
I like Todoroki, yeah.
Yeah.
See, he's
You'll
got
get more
the
from
parts of
him.
Sasuke that I like,
Hmm.
but like not the. Well, I guess I don't know. I just prefer the understated kind of rival rather than the bombastic Bakugo.
I get you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bombastic. Yeah. He literally does explosions. So.
Yeah, with his sweat. Gross.
With his sweat, his nitroglycerin sweat.
You gross.
Yeah. It's a gross guy.
It's funny the aspects they'll put on that though, right? It's like you'll have like a nitroglycerin sweat thing, but it's like you can also combust that. Wouldn't it be like really more funny if he just had the nitroglycerin sweat and like he's got to like
Somebody lit a match around him, he would just die.
He's got to carry around matches or something to like utilize the power.
Yeah, that is always something that I still. I mean, I'm fine with them hand waving it or whatever. So one suspension of disbelief, but yeah, I still don't know the force by which it ignites.
Right.
I have no idea what that is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be funnier if he, had to like light matches or something.
There is something funnier if he were a little bit lamer.
Yeah.
But still just as confident.
That would be funnier.
I know, like, well, that's Monoma, but yeah.
I think I would like that. Yeah. If that was the dynamic where it's kind of lame, but like he's still that really determined, like, I'm gonna beat all of you.
Yeah.
See,
That's just Monoma. We already have that.
Who's Monoma?
He's the copy guy. He's the guy who keeps on being like, oh yeah, Class B, we're the best. And y'all jokers over in Class A all suck.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you know that guy? Yeah.
He doesn't count. He's a B character. Second class citizen, really.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All this discrimination about a class that I don't care about.
That's my point.
Yeah, I wish I liked them better. There's some people out there who really love like a good side character, and because they can just take that character and decide whatever they want about them or whatever, and write all kinds of fan fiction and fan art. But I just don't really do that. So
yeah, that's called bad character writing, right?
I mean, not every single character is going to be round. You have to have flat characters.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Again, it's unwieldy to handle 20 main characters like this. 40 would be even worse. It's
Very
just
fair.
unwieldy. If you want it to be as long as One Piece, let's go for it. But
no, please no.
Because One Piece literally has thousands of characters.
God no.
Thousands of named characters, but and not all of them are as fleshed out as others. But
please no.
Yeah, so be careful what you wish for there. But it's a school anime, so they have to have like a rival class or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a requirement.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy. Yeah.
I'm a monkey. Did you ever call him Monkey?
Do I ever call him Monkey? No.
Yeah.
There are several characters. Well, that's his family name.
Oh, because it's the Japanese thing?
Yeah, it's funny. So in One Piece, they write in English.
Yeah.
But they, are speaking... Well, and I think they're... So in universe, they're all supposed to be, like, speaking English or something.
Yeah, so it's Monkey D. Luffy. His first name is Monkey.
It's not, though. They do the Japanese naming convention still.
What?
So, like, his dad's name is Monkey D. Dragon.
Excuse me?
Well, Roanoa Zoro, if I can say that correctly, is that his family name is Roanoa.
Okay, I just went by their last names.
No, that is their first names. They do use the Japanese naming conventions.
Well, it's very confusing because sometimes in these Japanese shows, they'll have the last names, but they'll also call each other by their last names, their surnames, family names, whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like, is that your first name or your last name? I don't understand.
Well, it's so like I don't really understand all the social complexities of whether you call somebody by their first or last name, but like calling somebody by their first name denotes a certain amount of closeness or something, depending.
But it's also weird.
So most of the time, people are calling and so One Piece is not set in polite society, so all that kind of goes out the door. It's not set in polite society. So there's no like rules of like, people don't call their older siblings brother or sister. They call them by their names because they're not. This isn't Japan. They're in whatever world. I don't know the name of the world of One Piece.
Monkey World.
Monkey. They're Monkey World where they don't have to call their older brother. They call them by their names.
Gotcha.
So yeah, all the social conventions there are thrown out the window. But then I feel like there's some anime that I can think of, because I can't think of any off the top of my head where characters are calling each other by their first names, like no matter what. Because usually like school animes and stuff, they're all calling each other by their last names for the most part, except for like Suyu Asui. Sue, she is like, no, I want people to call me by my first name. And so it's not them forgetting what her first name is. It's more them just being like, I don't know if I want to call you by your first name, or I don't know if we're friends yet, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's just, yeah. I'm just thrown. Okay.
You're just thrown.
From the 4Kids days, I just assumed Monkey D. Luffy. Especially with the D there. That makes it feel more like an American thing.
It is true, especially since there's usually I don't think Japanese people have middle names.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know. It feels more like a American thing in that his name's Monkey.
Well, and again, there most of these, a lot of names in One Piece have very English sensibilities, but then they're still listed like Japanese names, and then half the characters don't have last names.
Monkey D.
Monkey D. Yeah, that's his family name. The Monkey family.
The Monkey family.
Yeah, his grandfather's name is Monkey D. Garp.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Yeah. It's funny, I can't think of a ton of examples of other first name, last names in that show because not everybody has a last name.
Yeah. What is Nami's name?
She doesn't have one.
She's just Nami?
Yeah, she's just Nami.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, like I said, half of the characters don't have last names.
They really went and did that, huh?
Did what? What?
Took away Nami's name.
They didn't take anything away, they just didn't give her one.
She never even had one. How could they?
Oh boy. Come on, Oda, we only have 5 years left. You can give her a last name.
So long.
Yep. And I'm in it for the ride. I'm really enjoying this arc in the manga right now. It's going good.
Good for you.
Yeah. And I'm enjoying the arc that's going on in My Hero Academia because we're winding down or whatever. Well, we're not to the climax yet, but
nice.
But we are in the big final arc.
I'm counting down the days until Deku becomes Spider-Man.
That's
what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, that's what Luke's been waiting for all this time. Oh yeah, I don't think so. In case you're listening to this and you didn't listen to us talk about Mob Psycho 100, we brought this up before. I took Luke to go see World Hero Mission, or maybe more, he took me because I really wanted to go see it.
Yeah.
And I, again, so much manga has happened. And I did not remember when in the world this arc, that movie was going to be set. I didn't quite remember. I was like, I got scrambled up. I knew it was set after the Endeavor internship or whatever, or during that, or something. So that was one thing I turned to him and said. I was like, hey, by the way, they're interning with Endeavor. Big old spoiler for season 5, I guess, whatever. But, so I turned to him and say that. And then we're watching the movie. And Deku does this thing. And Luke turns to me and says, when did Deku become Spider-Man?
So... Of all the things to prep me on,
I just didn't think about that at all. I just was like, oh yeah, that happens way later. Why that in my mind, that happens just like, oh, that must be years out from the anime.
Nope.
No, it's not. And so now Luke has the forbidden knowledge that Deku becomes Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting on it, When's that gonna happen?
We have yet to see.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the big anticipation here of this season is when is Luke gonna be able to see Deku become Spider-Man?
Yep. I'm holding on.
Yep.
And I just like I want to see the reasoning. Like it seems so superfluous.
Yeah.
Just one day,
I get you. I let me just say, I like that Deku is Spider-Man. Hot take.
Well, I'm
I
glad
like
you
that
do.
he becomes Spider-Man.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah,
But we'll see what happens.
we will. Oh god. Yeah, so yeah, the next episode's called Foresight.
Foresight.
Yeah,
Foresight
so
into how they become Spider-Man.
yeah, it's gonna be the episode where Deku becomes Spider-Man, and they're all like, "Wow, you should have had some foresight about that."
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So yeah, what do you think will be Mushroom Girl's power? You know, it's probably not just mushrooms.
I mean, I'm imagining they do something like I don't know, incapacitate or
Mm.
drain power or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't really know what else they could do.
Yeah, yeah,
Something.
yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that is all you wanted to say about those 2 episodes, we'll see more of everybody next week, I suppose.
Yeah, I hope Elastigirl wins.
Yeah, you want Kendo to win? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm trying to remember what was her hero name.
Elastigirl.
No. um. Oh yeah. Do you know about like so Vanta Dark, the guy who was all black, and
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know about Vanta Black?
Is that someone who got canceled for
No.
doing blackface?
Vanta Black is a literal color.
Oh
It's
gosh.
the world's blackest black.
The world's blackest black. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a brand name for a class of super black coatings with total hemispherical reflectances below 1.5% in the visible spectrum.
Yeah.
Vanta Black.
Hmm.
So it is literally the darkest you can go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That has given me. Okay. What do you think Kendo's hero name is? Other than Elastigirl. Actual pitch.
Mrs. Fantastic.
Battle Fist.
Battle Fist. Okay.
Yeah. That's like almost cool. I like the battle
Yeah.
part.
I don't understand why they just let her stretch her fist. Like, why not just let her be stretchy?
You know, I don't know. Well, I guess this is running in Shonen Jump, so we already got another stretchy guy, Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, same magazine.
Gotcha.
So we can't have her just jacking his entire style.
Okay. I mean, but we have the same protagonist in like every shonen property.
Do we? I mean, everybody always says that, and you only watch one thing from Shonen Jump right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man's quite different.
That's true. I mean, I do want to see Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, we should. I don't know if you want to do it for this or if you want to watch it independently, but yeah,
We could.
yeah,
I'm down.
whichever way you want to go. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. Everybody always says that, but they usually haven't watched that many things.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because, like, if you're keeping up with every single thing in Jump, I'm just like, do you have time for anything? Like, what do you do?
Monkey D.
Monkey D. Just thought that was his first name the whole time, huh?
Yep. Monkey D.
Yeah. Battle Fist.
Battle Fist. What a dumb name.
Big ol' fist. Just punching everybody.
For battle.
Get the biggest punches.
She likes to battle.
Yep. So we'll see more of her next week.
Yeah, I like her.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
Wish her name was cooler, but.
Well, I wish most people's names were cooler.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, oh man, when Todoroki gets like a real hero name, they might go too cool. But Horikoshi, I don't know if he's gonna be able to think of something cool for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I guess all the pro heroes have kind of cool names. Kamui Woods is cool. Gang Orca.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm. Endeavor.
I like Eraserhead.
Eraserhead. When he didn't even choose that, Present Mike chose that for him.
Nice.
He's just like, hey, you should be called Eraserhead. And he's just like, yeah, sure, fine.
Just doing the do.
Just doing it. Why not? Thank you, everyone, for listening to podcasts and such. Join us next time as we discuss episodes 6 and 7 of Season 5. See you then.
Bye.